Albert Einstein said, "It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge." Malcolm Forbes said, "Education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one." Dalai Lama. Education is much more than a matter of imparting the knowledge and skills by which narrow goals are achieved. It is also about opening the child's eyes to the needs and rights of others. Hello dosto, a very good evening and a warm welcome to another episode of the Kansbahal Radio by your hostess Srabani Halder, Urf Polly. It is said, teaching is the one profession that creates all other professions. What a teacher is more important than what he teaches. So true for our guest today. Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be. Well, we did have the champion who connected so very well with each one of us to bring out the best from us all. Well, the person we are talking about is someone who was tough when it came to teaching, but a very simple-hearted, positive, joyful, friendly, approachable person. He was a favorite not only to his students but also with the guardians. He came to Kansbahal from Kerala in December 1968. He joined D'Souza School where he was for about 5 months, after which he joined Utmal English Primary School in 1970. In 1978, he joined Montfort School. He left Kansbahal in the year 2004. A man with a strong personality. Let's welcome him to our show, Mr. Y. George Kuti, popularly known as Sir George. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Srabani. I'm very honored to be here among the students once again.
Thank you, sir. Before we get on with the interview, would like to hear about your family, sir.
Before I introduce myself, let me take this opportunity to congratulate all my students who are organizing and working behind the social platform. This medium gives an opportunity to interact with our old friends. The members bring forward a lot of information on various subjects and also enough humor to reduce our tension. Today, I feel very happy and proud of the fact that my own student, Srabani, is taking my interview. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay. And say something about your family, sir.
Now let me introduce myself and my family. My official name is Y. George Kuti and Mrs. As Gracie Kuti. My students only call me Sir George and Gracie as Teacher George. I joined Montfort in 1978 and Teacher George in 1979. We have 2 daughters, Shiva and Sija. Shiva left for Kerala after her 10th class. There she completed her MA in English, BS, SET and NET, etc. Then afterwards, she was qualified to work in a +2 school and she appeared for the PSC, Kerala PSC examination, and then she passed and now she is working as an English teacher in the government higher secondary school. And the second one is, she has got 2 children.
Okay.
And a boy and a girl. Son is completing his degree this year.
Okay.
And her daughter is in 8th class.
Okay.
My younger daughter, Sija, completed her M.Com and B.Ed and passed the NET examination. She is now working as associate professor in commerce in a government-aided college in Trivandrum. She has 2 kids. The elder one is boy and he is 6 years old and the girl is 2.5 years old. Our main aim was to teach the girls to stand on their own feet. We have succeeded in it and we are very happy. People used to say, "Sir, you have no son. Who will look after you in your old age?" My answer was that my daughters are my sons too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right, sir. Very true, sir. That's really great, sir. So, shall we start with the interview, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Welcome.
Sir, would like to hear about your arrival to Kansbahal. How did you find Kansbahal, its surroundings, the township?
It was in 1968 December I reached Kansabad to meet my brother who was an L&T employee.
Okay.
That was my first journey outside Kerala.
Oh.
There was no direct train to Rourkela at that time.
Oh.
First to Chennai, then to Visakhapatnam, and then to Rourkela. That time, Kansabad township was on the process of development.
Okay.
In South Colony, only LIC and the Old Colony and a small market with a few shops for essential items. No big trees as you find it now. There wasn't anything of that, only 2 or 3. It was just almost looking like a barren desert-like area.
Okay.
In North Colony, only the old bungalows around the North Colony.
Okay.
North Colony Club and the 2 rows of bungalows facing the Martha. The Utmal English Primary School was in one of the bungalows where I started my career as a teacher.
Okay.
Okay, Srabani.
Okay, sir. Which was your first batch in Utmal English Primary School? Any memorable incidents of that?
To my memory, it is Vinny Srivastava and Rita Bhattacharya.
Okay, sir.
The most memorable moment was the shifting of the school to the new building in South Colony.
Okay.
And there we felt like working in a school.
Okay.
A lot of space around to play and run about, as I took good training for the children. And they were very, very happy. The environment was really very electrifying environment. And that was a very memorable incident.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Any memorable incident you would had while working in Montfort School you would like to share with us?
Of course, a lot. When I was admitted in the Nuagam hospital for the appendicitis operation,
okay,
the love and affection shown by the students, the teachers, brothers and sisters, touched my heart.
Okay.
It was a problem for the authorities to control visiting students. So much was their love and, of course, the regards and shown by. I mean, that was a very tremendous, you can say, response. I still keep it in mind, and I was very, very happy with that. And it is a very memorable moment which I can never forget in mind.
Okay. So you were very actively involved not only with the studies but also sports, science exhibition, excursion, to name a few. Any experience you would like to share with us?
Of course. Teaching biology should be very interesting.
Yes.
Keeping this point in mind, I asked school management to arrange a small side project. Though it was a bit costly at that time, management agreed for this one. I could make use of it very successfully. I prepared 200 different slides to teach my students. I preserved many specimens and displayed outside the biology lab.
Okay.
And I arranged a microscope and many slides to make teaching further interesting.
Right.
And I showed the students how the slides are prepared and the cells and its structures, tissues, and the children were very, very happy that. I remember that. And whenever they get their free time, they rush to the biology lab to see the specimens in microscope and so on. So
yes.
That is a very, very interesting thing. I really feel that. I feel very happy because I could do so much for the school.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, microscope.
Okay.
Microscope was a big hit that time. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. And how did it feel to be amidst children most of your time?
Actually, I started my career as a teacher from the nursery to the high school level.
Okay.
And they were with me right from the nursery to the 10th class.
Okay.
This is a very rare experience.
All right.
I love the company of the children. Even after coming back to Kerala, I worked as a principal in a school managed by the church. After 5 years, I left the school due to some practical difficulties.
Okay.
Those students are still around me, even now also. Whenever there is a function, they used to come and call me, and they used to come to me. When they come for any examination anywhere outside, they will come and take my place. So therefore, we can say that whether the students of the Montfort school here also, I am having a good number of students. They are all around me.
That's
so
great.
though directly I am not in contact with some of them, but at the same time they come to me.
Okay.
So therefore I feel that I am still among the students and the students are around me.
That's so nice, sir. Your former students have all spread across the globe. How does it feel about this achievement?
Yes, Srabani, I tell you, I feel very great.
Okay.
My students are coming from different parts of the world.
Right.
At least one in a week time. I feel satisfied. My heart and mind filled with joy. This is enough for me to live happily.
Yes.
My students are the treasure of my happiness. One of them even told me, sir, consider me as your child. Ask for any help. I am ready to help you. I said, you are my child. He felt very happy.
Absolutely.
Another student saw this message and immediately asked me, sir, am I not your child? Then I said, yes, you are my favorite child.
Yes.
For a teacher, what more is needed
Yeah.
from a student?
Yeah.
Every day, he wishes me, good morning, sir. Wonderful experience I can never forget. I can never forget.
Very true,
Yeah.
sir. Any memorable incident of the staff room you would like to share with us?
Yeah, definitely, sir. I was in charge of the preparing the salary bill for the teachers.
Okay.
And during the salary fixation time, a revised salary was given to all the teachers, but the plus 2 teachers were expecting higher salary depending on their qualification.
Okay.
But the company management was not to approve some financial reason. So the teachers were under the impression that the hike was blocked by me.
Oh.
One of them later came to know from the officer in charge that it was the policy of the decision of the management. They felt very sorry and then they came to me with an apology.
All right.
And said that we are very, very sorry we suspected it like that. It is really a very memorable incident because they have the courtesy to come and tell me the direct without the hiding, without any ego. That was really a memorable.
Okay. Right. Any memorable experience while working with so many teachers we would like to share, sir?
Yeah, sure, exactly. Because we are purely in the school, we are purely brothers and sisters.
Right.
Teachers must respect and love for me and my family. We were helpful to each other. We were the members of one family. If one is in difficulty, many hands will come around the world.
Right.
That is the most important. And at the same time, the demise of the untimely demise of the teachers and Mr. Pati and Jain Patel and also my children. That is Amit Srivastav and T. Rajan son and the Vatagordi and the Jewel sir. Good. I mean, their untimely disappearance, so there it is a very painful thing for me. So therefore, we feel it even now only because we feel that we are still in the company of the people. They are just like even more than like sisters and brothers. Any difficulty comes to me. As I told you earlier, Suvatra and myself, we go into it. Even now also, Suvatra is calling me. She is just like the teacher. So I have in good chemistry with the teacher, Suvatra. She just because I have to say that.
That's so nice. That's so nice.
Okay.
You left Kansbahal in 2004. Do you miss Kansbahal? What do you miss the most about that place?
Yeah, Srabani, I definitely, I can say very badly miss Kansbahal. Because Kansbahal is actually was at that time. Now, of course, the situation is differently changed. Kansbahal was in miniature India. I feel that Kansbahal is my native village. Though I was born in Kerala, I feel that I brought up in Kansbahal.
Okay.
Kansbahal is active and lively all the time. Nobody will bore. Everything is there within the radius of 5 kilometers. Clean and tidy atmosphere. It was a union of different cultures. The unity of culture is the beauty of Kansbahal. Therefore, I definitely miss Kansbahal.
Okay. Tell us something about your life after leaving Kansbahal. How does it feel being away from the sea of children?
Yeah, after leaving Kansbahal, my primary duty was to help my 2 daughters to stand on their feet.
Okay.
Both of them worked hard, and the elder one daughter completed her master's in their degree subject. What they did their set and net, and she is the government higher secondary school teacher.
Right.
The second one, Punja, is working as an associate professor in the government college. Both of them are married and settled in two different districts.
Okay.
After coming here, I worked in a school, in the primary school as a principal.
Right.
And I left the school after 5 years because of some practical difficulties.
Right.
But I have those children around me because they remind me about my students in Montfort school.
Right.
So therefore, I very often take, we can say, my school album, different group photos in Montfort school,
Right.
and sit for hours and try to recollect what all things happened in Montfort, the picnic, the person. And in that way, I am amidst the students.
Okay.
And many of them still call me. I feel that they are still around me. They are still around me.
Absolutely. That's so nice.
Okay.
Sir, do you still tell Chartan stories? Well, for the listeners, Chartan was a ghostly character. Well, when we had free classes, when few teachers had meetings, or when we had less studies, well, reasons were many. Sir would come to our classes and tell us stories, well, Chartan stories, and that would be real fun. So, sir, do you still tell those Chartan stories?
Yes, yes. I have 4 children, 4 grandchildren. I tell them stories. They are interested in the stories. They around me. They will be around me whenever they are getting a free time. They will come around.
Okay. That's great.
So the problem is that we have to make one new story every day.
Okay.
So I sometimes pull them with different characteristics for the same story.
Okay.
Still they are enjoying, but in the same time they will be thinking out, sir, Papa, you have told me the story. Then I remember that is the story different. This is a different story with the different people are different. Yes, and Papa, people are so different.
Okay.
So my students in Montfort School remember those stories.
Yes.
I used to tell them during that class hours. I think children also then they called me here. Yes, you have told me a story there in the temples, and you told me about the story there in the Shakespeare drama. By that time, I was reading all the books like that. I used to tell them the story. Yes. So actually, if they are interested in the story, when they listen to the story, very curiously, open your eyes without you can only blink on the eyes that you will be looking at. I really feel very happy that I feel that because. So that is compensated with my 4 grandchildren here now. Whenever they come here, they around me to tell the story. I keep myself busy with this type of stories that I still like it.
That's really nice.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Any life lesson you would like to share with the listeners?
Yes, of course. I tell you, be disciplined and compassionate.
Right, sir.
That's all I have to tell you.
Very true.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Here we come to the end of our interesting interview with our honored guest, our loving sir, Sir George, who was an inspiration, a motivational guide to many a child, who always held our hand whenever we needed him. It was amazing to have you on our show, the Kansbahal Radio. Yes, sir?
Yeah. I will sing a song.
Yes, sir. So before we bid adieu, would like to hear a song from you, sir?
Yeah, sure. Atmavidyālayamī Avalīlātmavidyālayamī Adinilayilla Jeevidamella Adinilayilla Jeevidamella Aaradi mannil neeriyodum Aaradi mannil neeriyodum Atmavidyālayamī Avalīlātmavidyālayamī.
Beautiful song, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Would you like to say something to your listeners?
Of course, and I am very happy to be here because the time when they told me that we will be having an interview tonight, I was very happy because And this is the time I can interact with them. There is not only one person, I can interact with so many people. I am very happy. Anyway, thank you very much for giving me a chance to present myself here in Minnesota for the interview. And once again, I congratulate all the people working behind it, and also my sweet Srabani.
Thank you, sir. I'm honored, sir. Sir, pranam. Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you. Teachers change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. They are a blessing for their students. Sir George has really been a blessing for all his students. To the world, you might be just a teacher. But for your students, sir, you have been more than a teacher. You have been a friend, a philosopher, a guide. Thank you, sir, for coming into our lives. बहुत कुछ सिखाती है ज़िंदगी सफ़र के अनजाने में. जो किताबों में दर्ज नहीं वो सबक मिलते हैं ज़माने में. With this we come to the end of the chapter of this episode of the Kanspahal Radio. वक्त की एक आदत बहुत अच्छी है. जैसा भी हो गुजर जाता है. ये बुरा वक्त भी गुजर जाएगा. Stay safe दोस्तों. फिर मिलेंगे अगले एपिसोड में. तब तक के लिए नमस्कार.